Sharon. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Fine.
Hello. We're here today with Weddings and Honeymoons Media, and joining us on this podcast episode is Sharon from Exclusive Yacht Weddings, and she's currently in Cyprus. So we're meeting on this video call from London and Cyprus, which is wonderful. And thank you for joining us, for taking the time to be here with us. How are you, first of all?
Absolutely a pleasure, first of all. Yeah, we're in sunny Cyprus, a little bit different to in London, that's for sure. Enjoying it as well. It's great to be here, and I just can't wait to explain exactly what we do.
Amazing. Thank you. Well, first of all, during today's episode, we want to cover a bit more about destination weddings, and in particular about weddings on yachts, which is your expertise. So yeah, it's an amazing way to get married abroad, and in this case it's getting married in Cyprus, and you have these lovely yachts and offer the opportunity for couples who love sailing and who love the seaside to sort of embrace this aspect of wedding that maybe a lot of people might not know, that you can actually have a wedding on a yacht. So you'll explain a little bit about that in a second. But I sort of wanted to ask you sort of a bit about yourself, and yes, if you'd like to introduce yourself, and then tell us a bit more of how you got started and why you're now sort of connecting with us from Cyprus.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm Sharon Masora. I'm the weddings manager for Exclusive Yacht Weddings and founder of Exclusive Yacht Weddings. I'm actually from Leicester in the UK. But been here a long time, over 28 years now in Cyprus. I'm married also. My husband is Cypriot, and I have 3 lovely daughters as well. It all stems back when I decided, crazy idea of mine, but definitely has proved to be beneficial to thousands and thousands of people, which I'm very proud of, to be able to offer yacht weddings here in Cyprus. It all started 28 years ago. I decided to challenge myself from being an accountant to offering weddings, something craft, a lot of craft involved, a lot of designing, logistics, timings, and being a little bit of a perfectionist. I thought, hey ho, I'm sure I can manage this. So what we decided was to be able to have receptions first of all, just the wedding receptions, which at that point there were only tour operators offering sort of town hall weddings here in Cyprus, with very, very small scale weddings. Started doing the receptions on board. That kicked off, absolutely fantastic. So then I had to grab my brother for help for getting a website built and things, to be able to help, because there was no way of communication at all. And the post even now, 28 years later, is like pigeon post again in Cyprus. So I thought, right, okay, it's time to go. So we got the website built. That went live as well. And obviously the first inquiry coming in, it was like, wow, so exciting. And we built it up from there. We didn't expect it to be, or should I say, I certainly didn't expect it to be so popular. And afterwards, I realised that people in the UK are really struggling to find something so luxurious, so different, unique, private, and certainly the prices that they would pay in the UK are nothing like what they pay here as our company is Exclusive Yacht Weddings. So I thought, hey, it's time to get going. Let's develop ourselves into more decorations. Let's get people to marry on board. But that became very difficult for me We had to find licenses for the yachts, which is not so easy, because obviously all the town halls had them. And then, of course, slowly though, Cyprus developed. They decided that it was obviously, let's get weddings on board. There is a lot of revenue, because what you've got to remember is that if there's a wedding group on a plane, that they're probably bringing 30 or more people with them. So, which is great revenue for the tourist industry as well. So it was trying to help both weddings and tourism.
Yes, local suppliers using
Exactly. Providing jobs here for people who live here. This is also very important. And I had to go through quite a few loopholes to be able to get the licenses for the yachts to marry on board, which of course I wanted it legal. This was my aim. Because in Cyprus, we don't have to worry about paperwork. Everything is done in English. The vows are done in English. Everything's performed in English. And it's so easy to do that. With no translation costs for the people.
Amazing.
It's so much easier for them to be able to produce what exactly the legal document that they don't even have to re-register when they get back to the UK. So that proved a little difficult, but after a time we got that going. And that's been going now probably 20 years now since we've actually got the licenses. And we've gone from literally one yacht, and every yacht that was sort of a wedding yacht became then out on daily cruises, and then we've got another yacht, and now we're way up to really luxury mega yachts, which can hold a wedding of up to 300, which is our largest yacht that we have. So we've got a great choice. When we cover from Paphos, we also cover Ayanapa and Proteras as well now with the yachts. So they've got a great choice, which a lot of them are children friendly, because that's the most important thing as well. Nowadays, people that get married, a lot of them are their second marriages or their third marriages, but they normally have sort of children, or many of them have children before marriage, which is fine. It's one of those things that we have to accept now is very, very popular. So we go down that line of we have to be child friendly. Yes. We have to make sure that we cover for the children.
Considering all needs. Can I also ask if you're pet friendly with the yacht in some cases?
Actually, funny you should say that, because we did have somebody from the British bases here who brought their dogs to the actual wedding as well, which, why not? I mean, I love pets myself, so absolutely.
Yes, if you're part of the family, it's nice to.
Absolutely, it's what people are wanting. And those people that are coming in from the UK that can't bring their pets and they really want them, what we do is we actually mould, if they send us a photo, we can actually mould their dog from the photo onto their wedding cake.
Wow, that's very sweet. Very sweet.
Offering something that we want to offer so that they feel that everybody's with them.
Yeah. And talking about that, you offer so much when it comes to weddings. Can you sort of talk us through all the offerings that you do have for couples and how they can sort of plan around their needs, whether they can use your packages, and what are some of the extras that they might ask for? How does that work with Exclusive Yacht Weddings?
Okay, yep, sure. We actually deal with everything, as I like to call it, a one-stop shop. And what we do is we'll do from the paperwork and the legalities. We'll go then through to wherever they want their ceremony. Maybe they want it on land, the ceremony, but then they want to have their party on the yacht. Maybe they want it vice versa. They want the ceremony on the yacht, and then they want to have a land wedding. So we can offer absolutely everything, right through to their transport, their cakes, their food, their decorations, absolutely everything. Entertainment, fireworks, there's absolutely everything that we can offer to the people. And I think that we always, like anywhere, we have to start off, we put our packages out there, and then we say to the people, always to our couples, there's a base, now rip it apart. I don't want this, I don't want that, I do want that, and I do want. So then we can bespoke. So literally every single wedding, and I've done over 8,000 weddings in my time, is different. Everyone has his unique way of what they want their wedding their way. But if we don't have a base, it's very difficult for somebody who's planning only one wedding only, and it's their very first time. How do they know what they want? So our team here, they're all fully qualified professional wedding planners and specialists here as well in our team. And they will sit on a chat and they will go through everything. And maybe they'll mention something and we say, okay, well, we can't do that. But what we do is we can do this. And I think it's very important to be able to offer what the couple want. And if it's not quite what we would expect, we can bend the rules and change it for them. We want them to have their wedding, their way, their day.
Mm-hmm.
And this is very important.
And do you see sort of trends changing, and what are couples looking for at the moment, and how you're sort of working around that? And in particular, because it's a very unique way to marry, why do sort of couples come to you and choose a yacht ceremony or a yacht reception? Why do you think that is, and is it becoming even more popular? And also, if you see any new trends when it comes to this style of wedding.
Okay, well, to be honest with you, as I said earlier, I do think it's people are looking for something different. Times have changed. It's not that typical church and the reception in the town hall sort of thing.
Yes,
it's changed now. People are looking for something more wow, more flash. They want the sun. They want fantastic sunset photos. They want everything, and they want it all backed up with a 5-star customer service.
yes.
Well, we're very proud of our professional captains and crew, because what they offer is nothing less, and they have numerous years of experience with building, with myself, with my team, and we're providing something that's very special and unique, which is very difficult to find. Not only we are guaranteed privacy on board a yacht.
Yes.
Because in a lot of other places, you can't guarantee that. Not abroad, it's a little bit more difficult, because remember that hotels are a public place as well. So it's a little bit difficult to provide what we can provide. And it really is something, a wow factor, which a lot of our customers and couples, should I say, relish on the fact that they keep it a secret until actually on their wedding day that they're having it on a yacht.
Oh, that's very interesting. So they sort of surprise their guests and everyone. They just arrive at the destination, and then that's a very, very interesting and amazing. It would be nice to see the recordings and the videos and photos of the reactions. Being like, we're getting married on the yacht over there.
It really is amazing, because a lot of them also, they'll not trick their guests, but they will lead them on to believe it's somewhere else. So we'll go and get married at a land wedding, land venue, and then they will organise, or should I say, we will organise. They will book with us a speedboat to come from another area, and then we will set the theme, obviously, on the yacht. The people don't know. We get them on board, and they're all like, wow, wow, wow. And then all of a sudden, they'll say, well, where's the bride and groom? And then we say, well, if you look out to sea, you will see them. And they're like puzzled. And then all of a sudden, the theme from James Bond music kicks up, and here they come. racing in on a speedboat, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
It really is.
it's such a
So
wonderful
these
experience.
little specialities, doesn't matter where you go, you can't do them. So it's really something very, very special.
It's very, very special. And I also remember a few years back, when we were doing an editorial, that you were also celebrating Christmas themed weddings on board, and that was something quite unique too. And it is possible because, of course, you not only have the beautiful deck outdoors, but you also have beautiful indoor spaces that are great to host weddings. And I remember seeing photos of the Christmas weddings, which were really amazing. What an experience.
Yes, I do believe now Cyprus is becoming into the category of all year round weddings.
Perfect.
Certainly, on the yachts now we have the super yacht as well. We've got the, like you say, we do the beautiful Christmas weddings. We can offer weddings all year round. The only difference is if we can cruise at Christmas due to obviously the sea conditions, but otherwise everything will take place in the harbour, and it's just like having a six-star hotel floating. You know, it's just amazing for the people.
Yeah,
But generally, Cyprus covers really weddings outside from March until December. So we do get quite a lot of months where we can actually perform the weddings for the people.
amazing. Yeah, that's really important to know. The offer seasonality and sort of exactly couples nowadays, especially after COVID, with all the bookings that have come in for weddings, is so useful to know that they can actually use months that you wouldn't necessarily associate with weddings, but those are great months to get married in, like using the months in autumn and spring as well for weddings, instead of sort of using only the most popular months like May and June to sort of plan your wedding, or like summer months, which now have become really, really warm. It's good to use sort of other times of the year to plan a destination wedding, which is something quite nice and also new for the industry to be able to have weddings throughout the year. And it's great for the workload, I imagine, for you and your team as well, to be able to spread out the couples throughout the year and be able to use the destination. You know, a lot of destinations are beautiful throughout the year as well. So you get to see the different seasons and how they change and evolve. So of course, spring is beautiful with the blossoms, and then you also have autumn with its amazing colors. So I'm sure it's an experience in every season.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, Cyprus itself has approximately 300 days of sunshine.
Not bad.
That's right. And its lowest temperatures, you know, are still hovering even in the really cold, which is January. Well, I say really cold, but it's still 16 degrees.
Yes.
So for the British market, it's absolutely amazing for them. Yeah. And, you know, it really is. And it's an easy way to be able now to literally, with the website, with everything online, it's so easy for the people to actually start looking and simply download our brochure. This is the start of your journey to a dream wedding. Or the great thing is we are covered by 30 or more wedding shows throughout Scotland and the UK, from literally Scotland to Bournemouth. Mm-hmm. And we're covering from September until right through to May, where people have the opportunity to come and actually meet me. I'm at 70% of those wedding shows. Come, have a chat with me. Let's go through. Doesn't matter what you want to talk about with your wedding, how you want it. If it's just the two of you, which is very popular as well,
Yeah.
Worried, you're worried maybe because it's a same-sex wedding. No, we can offer those same-sex wedding blessings. We offer what people want. Come and have a chat. We can have a home visit. Our team are online all the time. You can have a video talk. You can express what you want as a couple. We do later in the evening appointments for people. It's very important. I want them all to feel at home and feel that, as they call me, I'm the godmother of weddings in Cyprus.
Yes. So that in case they wouldn't even need to come to Cyprus to visit you, they could do everything online.
Absolutely, they can do. There's a lot of people, and I'd like to say probably as high percentage as probably 80%. They've never been to Cyprus before, so it's a case of trusting you. But if you're there for them, and they can physically meet you at a wedding show, they feel at home. They feel,
Yeah.
oh, that person is real, because obviously with all the security risks of, is that person real? Are they really there in Cyprus? It's a big question for people, and people are questioning that. Of course they are. So absolutely, they can get in touch with us. We're on the Facebook. They can book an appointment whenever they like, and they can actually physically see us here in our offices, which is very, very important for the people, and to talk to us. Tell us what you want. Tell us what you envisioned when you was a little girl, when you wanted to, what did you want to wear? These things are very important. We must get the right flowers. We must get the right buttonholes to match, the cake to match, the theme to match. Everything is very important, even down to the table plan, to the welcome sign, to the name places. We do everything, the stationery, the lot included in what we offer for our couples.
Yes, so they can be sure that everything is sort of tailored to the expectations and tailored to what they imagine their special day to be like. And also, because you touched on the fact that a lot of people have not visited Cyprus or have never been to Cyprus, why do you think couples, and also based on your experience from what you've seen, why do couples sort of choose a destination that they've sort of never traveled to? What could be some of the reasons? And that's sort of why many times we talk about destination weddings, because in many ways a destination wedding is quite a practical way to sort of get people together, especially in the UK or in a city like London, where people come from all parts of the world. Many times when a couple meets, they sort of plan a destination wedding to get everyone from across the world together. So what, in your opinion, are some of the main reasons that sort of couples choose destination weddings, in particular Cyprus, even if they've never been?
Okay. Destination weddings are definitely, it's as high, I believe, from last reading, of 40% of the British market are coming abroad. Why? Because it's very economical for them. Financially, they're already in their honeymoon place, their destination. They also they can bring together everybody that they want, even if it's a close family or a big 150 people, they can get them together. Cyprus, I think, because it was a British colony, everything, the driving's on the same side of the road, the electricity is the same, everything is widely spoken English language. So I think that's probably why it comes up on one of the most popular destination places for a wedding, because it has all these attributes as well. And remember, it is only a 4-hour flight, so it's not like you're going miles away, or you need injections, or you need this or that. Or Cyprus, as I said, is one of the places, it's one of the most popular places for destination weddings, and definitely financially, it's very economical for the couple, and all the children can enjoy it, all the family can enjoy it, and they can enjoy their honeymoon, because what we offer is maybe 1 week in Paphos where they get married, and obviously on the yacht they have their honeymoon suite. But then after, we can actually move them if they want to go to Wayanapa, they want to go to Limassol, they want to go to Larnaca, they can actually book second week somewhere else, and we'll move them so they can actually get away from their party and go to enjoy their honeymoon as well. It has the best of both worlds, to be quite honest with you. And Cyprus is one of the countries, very few countries, that offer destination weddings, and everything is in English. They don't need to translate anything. This is a little, how to say, as I say, brownie point.
Yes, absolutely. It makes it easy, especially for a couple that's very busy, and there's a lot of things involved when planning a wedding. So if you can worry less about a few aspects, that's always very helpful for a couple. And yes, do you have in mind sort of a wedding, a very unique wedding that you have celebrated and that maybe fits with sort of the trends that you see nowadays? Do you have a wedding in particular that you like to share with us?
Oh my God! Well, after
so many actually.
Yeah, as part of 8,000 weddings.
Exactly. It's hard to.
Yeah, it would be really hard for me to choose one because every single wedding is different. Maybe they've had a different ceremony, they've had a different yacht, they've had different decorations, transport, different entertainment. They want the wedding their way, so it really is. It's hard for me to say, yeah, I'm going to choose that wedding because every single wedding,
8,000 weddings.
Yeah, it is. And even now, we've got also another 40 venues on our Weddings in Paphos website, which are literally for the land weddings. That we've got another 40 different venues, and even those, everyone is different.
Yes.
It's hard to say to you, oh yeah, that one was my favorite, or I don't have favorites. I love every single one of my weddings.
Yes. Every wedding is special in its own way, whether it's an elopement, whether it was a wedding of 300 people, and it's unique to the couple. And that's sort of putting that personal touch and helping couples sort of find their personalized style through their wedding as well. Because as you said before, you know, for many, it's the first time they get married and they don't necessarily know how to sort of wrap their hands around things and start planning where to start from. So they definitely need someone to guide them and sort of, as you said, to be their sort of fairy godmother to help them through because they've never done it before. So especially for a destination wedding, having someone locally there to help them is very important. And that sort of leaves me with the last question that I wanted to ask you, and it's sort of a personal one. And like, if you could just tell us why you love this sort of industry, this world so much. Are you able to put that into words?
Why do I love it so much? Well, because I am so passionate about getting the right wedding the right way for the people is very important. Those couples, I treat every couple like they are my children, and I want to help them in every single way. That my passion comes over to everybody. They can see it if they meet me. I just want to provide for them. And we do get some really strange requests at times, but I will make sure I will walk on water for them and climb mountains to be able to get what my couple wants. Absolutely. It's really important that they have somebody this end that they trust and they say, okay, this is a crazy idea, but I need a ukulele. And you're thinking, oh my God, how am I going to get one of those? But that is an example. And then I will go out my way to make sure that that person has got that on that day. It's really important to work with your people, be passionate about your wedding, because about their wedding is very important. They can see the passion come through.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And the investment in them as well. It's really important to connect on a personal level as well. It's not just, and that is the industry, like the wedding industry. It's lovely because of that. It's the connection between people. Absolutely.
Absolutely. If you don't connect, you'll never manage a wedding. You must connect and be best friends as well.
Yeah. So yeah, it's lovely to sort of end the podcast with that. Thank you so much, Sharon.
You're been very welcome
to get to know you personally and to get to know the amazing work that Exclusive Yacht Weddings does for couples in Cyprus. So thank you very much.
Absolute pleasure to be part of it. I do hope now people understand as well what exactly we do. And I cannot thank you as Weddings and Honeymoons, Destination Weddings. I cannot thank you enough for inviting me on this podcast today. Thank you so much.
No, of course. You're more than welcome. We were so happy to introduce your lovely company. And we, for all the couples listening, do reach out to Sharon and her team at Exclusive Yacht Weddings. And, plan your wedding on a beautiful yacht. Have this amazing experience.
Thank you so much.